You can get up here. You know you can. Say, yo, what's up, everybody? Say, what's up, everybody? Say, it's the Duck Man. Oh, say, I'm still alive. Say, I'm still alive. Say, I gotta go, everybody. I gotta go over here and catch this live feed. This trucker table dude said he's going live. So I'm gonna go catch it out. Y'all check it out, too. All right, buddy. There you go. He's a trip. So what's everybody up to? Oh, Chucky's the only one in there? What the heck? Well, I thought I would go ahead and do a quick little live feed. It's going to be a short one because we are getting loaded. I have to go check in at 7 o'clock. So definitely got to keep it short. But we have had a rough couple of days. I'm trying to think when it started. I think it started Tuesday afternoon. So change that. We've had a rough week. I was waiting to see if a few more people might come in. Chasing America. What is going on? How you liking the new job, Erica? You like it? Yeah, it's going good. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, we're having, hey, Paul. Yeah, we're having a rough week. I'm hoping and praying maybe it's taking a turn for the better. If you hear background noise, it's because I got the window down so Ducky can hang his head out the window. And at the same time, this is a busy place here in Cleveland. Yes, we're in Cleveland, Ohio. Okay, you don't start your new job till April 5th. Okay, cool. But yeah, we're up here in Cleveland. This was a last minute load. I just booked it like maybe 3 or 4 hours ago. And but it's delivering back down in South Georgia. Be down there probably either Saturday night or Sunday morning. And so is the volume okay? The sound all right? Everything sound okay? The Great Freight Sage Logic. That's a long name. That's almost as long as Snorlord's name. CJP Pipe Rescue and Cabinet Works. I'm 30 miles from you. Okay, so you live near Cleveland? All right, cool beans. Yeah. I was surprised. We came right in, and it was like between 4:30 and 5 o'clock. Right in, no rush hour traffic. Not one slowdown. I was amazed that got in that quick. Hey, Robert, what's up, man? So, yeah, but it's just, like I was saying before, we've had kind of a rough week. So I thought maybe we'd talk about it a little bit. And also, somebody just uploaded a video. Woo! So I figured as soon as this video is over with, we'll go ahead and release it. And if y'all want to go over and watch it before Pale Rider's live feed tonight. I hope he's going live. I bet he ain't in here neither. Hey, Chucky, did Pale Rider say if he was going live tonight? What's up, RN? Yes, I'm glad you made it in. Okay, Akron, Ohio. All right, yeah. Yeah, I've been to Akron lots of times. Okay, you got a question. What's the difference between Landstar and Landstar Rangers? All right, so there is no Landstar. All right. There's Landstar Inway, there's Landstar Ranger, and then there's Express America. So there's no just plain Landstar. But there's no difference. Landstar Inway, Landstar Ranger. You want me to tell you what the difference is between the two? Landstar Ranger starts, the first number starts with a 5, and with Inway, the first number starts with a 4 on the truck number. Other than that, there's no difference. They both do flatbed, step deck, heavy haul, hazmat, regular general freight. They all do the same identical loads. You'll have agents that are Ranger agents. You'll have agents that are Inway agents. And I pull Ranger loads. Ranger people pull Inway loads. It's a mixture of the two. And what it is, I'll be honest with you, a lot of it has to do with CSA. The CSA points if we have drivers that acquire some CSA points and it starts to put that one company in danger, what they can do is then shift that driver or however many drivers over to have the CSA points, shift them over to the other company, and then that moves some of those CSA points over to that company, and then I guess that's how it works. Anyway, it's something to do with CSA points, and sometimes if you get too many CSA points, you can't do hazmat, so there may be instances where that would be affected, so they have a backup to go to. But basically it's just like if one of the companies was to get shut down for some reason, then you have a backup to go to another one. So that's the way I've always been told. Let's see, I missed something there. Okay, yes, he is going live tonight. Okay, good deal. He usually goes live at 8 p.m. Central, so keep your fingers crossed that's when he's going live tonight. Let's see, Great Freight. It's also giving Landstar multiple bid options on third-party loads. Exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of advantages to having multiple companies under one umbrella like that. So that works out pretty good. This here, I wish I could just flip this around and y'all could just sit here and watch what I'm watching. Holy crap. Don't worry, I got some of it on video earlier. People backing in. There was this one Warner driver that was trying to back in, and she had 3 people ground guiding her. She had 1 in the front, 2 in the back, and you think, well, cool, 1 on each side in the back. No. They were standing shoulder to shoulder in the back, both of them waving at the same time. Oh, don't worry, I got it on video. It'll be in an upcoming video, I promise. I love hauling the military freight, man. And I say I do. I got burned on one. Y'all remember back when COVID first came out last year, and they shut down a base up there in Texarkana, and I ended up having to take that load to a National Guard armory and drop it there until they got over the COVID so I could take it up there and deliver it. Lucky for me, my next load was at with an agent who I've worked with a lot, and I pitched her an idea, and she's like, I like it, let's do it. That was at where I told her, I said, how about, I grab the load, I don't leave you a trailer there, I just take the trailer, go deliver the load, I'll pick up another load coming back to your area and return your trailer and go pick up my other trailer to go to Texarkana to make that delivery. I didn't make any money off of that Texarkana load. Just all the extra deadheading around and stuff, it just really didn't make no money. And when the military doesn't have COVID, those are awesome loads. Of course, there's always the military search where they want to check you for guns and weapons and stuff like that, and so you have to be prepared for getting searched nowadays when you go on military bases. So that's something to look out for. All right, so we all caught up. Yeah, I mean, there's only a handful of people in here right now, so I didn't give you guys enough notice that I was going to be going live. I usually try to give 3 or 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours notice or something. But it was kind of on my way up here, I was thinking about going live, and I started to post about it, but I was like, well, if I don't go live, then, I look stupid. Of course, I already look stupid most of the time. And so I said, no, I'll just wait till I get up there and see what happens. Because I went to check in with the shipper, and they were like, come back at 7 o'clock. I was like, all right. Fine with me. I'll go do a live feed in y'all's parking lot. So I'm out here now, and there's a guy here. Anybody ever heard of X-Trade? Xtrade Incorporated. Yeah, he X-Trade Logistics. Anyway, I guess he's fixing the back end now. But yeah, the agent said going up there if you want to. There's on-site parking. Go ahead and check in early. They may load you early, but they're not going to load me early. They're so busy. They're busier than a one-legged man in a butt-kicking contest. So, yeah, they're not going to load me early. But we're here anyway. We'll probably get another 2-hour break in and then go from there. Oh, there he is, the star of the show. Wait, no, the star of the 8 o'clock show. Pale Rider, yo, what's up, Pale Rider? Yeah, it was kind of a last minute thing. I did make the announcement on Zello. Of course, there was only like 5 people in Zello, so so that don't really count, I guess. But yeah, so I'll go ahead right now, I guess, and get to what we were talking about with the bad week that we were having. So what happened was, what? Look at that. Oklahoma girls in the house. They must not be busy today. Oh, wait a minute. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, so they're probably knocking off work today, huh? What's up, YouTube? Hello, Mr. Oklahoma Scales. Or Mrs. I don't know. It doesn't say. Okay, so I guess I'll go ahead and tell you, because this is probably all the people's going to be here anyway. We had the AC go out, right? We just spent, what, like a gazillion dollars in Shreveport, there at the Volvo place, to get the AC. The entire system over a 3-day period got replaced, right? Condenser, compressor, evaporator, dryer, expansion valves. That's a little better. Sorry, Doug, had to let the window up, buddy. So, yeah. I hate that beeping. That's obviously a company driver, because ain't no self-respecting owner operator gonna have that beep on the back of his truck. But yeah, I told him to replace everything. I even told him to replace the hoses, right? And gender fluid, what? All right, they have arresting drivers. All right. So we'll get back to what I was talking about. You know, I told him, I said, go ahead and replace the hoses and everything, you know, replace everything. Let's don't take any chances. So they didn't do it. They didn't replace the hoses. They said they were fine. I was like, all right. So apparently they wasn't fine, because, you know, a week later, blew a hose, AC hose. And these hoses are on back order, so they're hard to get. But there was a couple dealers in Ohio where I was headed that did have it in stock. So I called ahead, they held it for me, and I picked it up. I may have to back up, because this dude here. Anyway, they held them for me, and I got up there and picked them up. And then we went on up to the TA in Jeffersonville. I was going to get them put on right there. But on the way up to Ohio, to where I was delivering, I had to go through Atlanta. What's up, Big Houston? So I had to go through Atlanta, right? So I said, well, I will call ahead and see if they have the hoses there. They didn't. They did tell me where they were located, so I knew where to look. So I get out of Atlanta. Traffic's always bad in Atlanta, right? So I get on out of Atlanta, and I get headed up to Chattanooga, get through Chattanooga, no problem. We get up to the I-75, I-40 merges together there in Knoxville, and traffic was backed up about 6 miles at least. and it was just slow, barely moving, going. And my truck started overheating on me, getting up down 230, 235, and it wasn't cooling down like it was supposed to. And so I should have stopped there at the TA Petro and let it cool down, get my fuel and everything, and then proceed. But I'm hard-headed. I kept going. Was going to stop at the Pioneer, at newer TA up there, north of Knoxville. So I get within 2 miles of the TA and climbing that hill, and finally it just pegged out, 250 degrees, and had to shut the engine down. The engine shut down. But I was able to get off on the shoulder, off the road, and call Landstar safety, put out my triangles, do all that stuff for 30 minutes, So I did that, and it cooled down, and I was able to make it down to the TA and get fuel, and I sat for another 30 minutes, let it cool down some more there. And then finally I started heading on in to Ohio, or into Kentucky, and I said, I'm gonna see how it does, So a few times it got up over 210, 220, somewhere in there, but then I'd start going back downhill, coasting, and the wind, and it would cool back down, So I thought, well, I think what I'll do is I'll just stop there at the TA in Florence, Kentucky, and have them go across the river and get the parts, because I'd already looked at Google Maps. Going into Cincinnati was locked up. It was all red, so I didn't want to get caught in the traffic overheat. So I get there, and I'm the whole time I'm watching Google Maps, and I saw a path open up going around 275 East. So I decided, screw it, go ahead and go get the parts yourself, and that way you'll have them, and then going up to the TA in Jeffersonville. So that's what I did, right? Got up there, picked up the parts, and got up to headed up to Jeffersonville. I went ahead and put in a service request there at the TA. The guy calls me. He goes, "Hey man, we don't have an AC guy here tonight." I said, "Okay, well, can you change out my thermostat?" Because I thought the thermostat was sticking, and I thought that was what the problem was. Plus, I thought, well, hey, maybe my water filter's clogged up, because I haven't changed that thing in over 100,000 miles. So I went ahead and bought the water filter, the thermostat, along with the AC hoses. I get up there to Jeffersonville, and they said, we can't do the AC tonight, but we can go ahead and do the other stuff. And I said, okay, let's go and do the other stuff, and then I'll do the AC some other time. And what's up, Jeremy Reed Trucking LLC? What's up, man? And so anyway, I dropped the trailer, pull around to the dock, and I go to I switched the motor off, right? So the thing can cool down, waiting for them to bring me in. So they finally called me in. I cranked the truck up, and it's the loudest knocking sound you've ever heard. It was bad. I thought something seriously was wrong. And so I got in, got stopped, and we checked, and the fan hub, you could just rock it back and forth and shake it. It was not even attached hardly. And so they're like, we won't be able to get that till in the morning. So I was like, well, they're open till 11:30. Yeah, but we still wouldn't be able to do it till in the morning. So called the agent, told her what happened. Yo, what's up, Provost in the house, chilling in Florida. I gotta ask, what did you shoot? I know you played golf today. What did you shoot? But yeah, so I explained it to the agent. I said, hey, there's a good chance they'll have me out of here maybe by 1 or 2 o'clock tomorrow. And come find out, the place where I was going to was a 24/7 receiver. So I said, awesome, that'll work out great. I'll be there definitely by tomorrow afternoon. Well, the next morning, while they're waiting on the fan hub thing to get there, the guy goes ahead and does the AC work. And he said, "You want me to go ahead and replace that water filter for you?" And I was like, "Yeah, go ahead, man. I mean, it hadn't been changed in over 100,000 miles. It's probably time for a change." And so, oh, that's right. I remember you telling me now you were going to be caddying for one of your pro friends. Okay. He probably shot like some crazy, ridiculous number. But anyway, so he was working on the AC. He went to change the water filter. And Provost probably knows this because he had a water leak in his before, but it wasn't the same thing as what my water leak was. His was completely different. But anyway, when you go to change the water filter, it's on the housing behind the water pump. There's a little lever there. You just switch that lever, and it turns off the fluid going through, and you can take out the filter, put the new one on, and then turn it back on. It starts to flowing again. So, hey, David. Yeah, I love my bumper, man. It's doing great. I'm loving it so far. And okay, so you're doing the color matching. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I love my new bumper. I know it adds a little bit of weight. What's up, Jim? I got to hurry up and get me a truck like Jim, man. He's got that awesome 2020 Volvo like Provost's. Just nice. Really nice. But, anyway, if he had a stop, and I'm not throwing the mechanic under the bus, because I doubt he changes many water filters on Volvos. That's probably just something they don't do a lot of. So, and if someone is doing it, usually it's when they do a PM, you know, so he might not even be the PM guy, you know, so he probably doesn't do it that often. But after we did it, it started leaking, right? Because there's a little rubber washer in there, and if you don't use it on a regular basis, it dries up, becomes kind of brittle. So he it started leaking, you know. So I told him about it, and so his solution was to tighten the filter. Well, the filter isn't what was leaking, even though we both thought that's what it was. So he really cranked that water filter on there, you know. But come to find out, it wasn't even the water filter that was leaking. It was the that lever. So I watched a video on it, and it said there was only one video, and the first thing the guy says is, do not turn this lever if you have an older model truck with a lot of miles on it, because it's going to start leaking. So, you know, if he'd watched that video, he would have saw that. If I'd watched the video, I would have seen it and not even bothered getting the thing, it changed. So if I hadn't done what I thought was preventative maintenance or PM or whatever, if I hadn't have done that with the water filter, then we wouldn't even be having this conversation, because I wouldn't have still been there. Because the guy came in that night, changed out the fan hub, but he never did address the leak issue until he was done with the fan hub. Well, if he'd went ahead and at least looked at the leak issue, we could have went ahead and ordered the parts. We might could have got that done as well last night. But by the time he got the fan done and looked at that, tried to figure out, you know, the leaking thing, it was too late. You know, they were able to get the parts there last night, I think. And, but they short on mechanics. One thing, they're really short on mechanics. So the guy that inadvertently caused the leak was the same guy that fixed it the next morning. So I didn't make my delivery yesterday like I was supposed to. First time I've ever been that late with a delivery, whole day late. And anyway, the agent that handled it, her name is Linda. Miss Linda, she is the best, awesome lady. She was very supportive. She never got upset, and she, you know, never said, "Hey, we got to get somebody else on this load" or anything like that. You know, she very supportive. So that was great. I was very lucky I had her on this load and not some hard ass, you know. So anyway, they were talking about taking the whole housing out, you know, and I'm like, no, that's not right. So I called up, I went on Facebook the Volvo Masters page. Anybody in here, especially Jim Murdoch, that has a Volvo, you are subscribed to that Volvo Masters on Facebook. I went in there, told them what my problem was. 4 people gave me the answer and explained it, gave me pictures, diagrams of how to break it down. I could have done it myself if I'd had the tools. I had some of the tools. I didn't have everything you needed, but they explained it to you, how it works, how to do it, diagrams. I mean, everything. That page is a godsend. I love that page. It's helped me out so much. And one of the guys that's in there, he's actually a research and developer for Volvo. I mean, this guy knows Volvos forwards and backwards. So he explained it exactly to me, how to do it and everything. And I tried to pass that information along to the mechanic that came in this morning. He was a little hesitant, I think, to listen to me because I'm just a driver. But I think what he didn't understand was I was getting my information from people that know Volvos backwards and forwards, you know. And I wasn't just making the stuff up. And I showed him the diagram, and once he saw the diagram, I think it clicked in his head exactly what we needed to do. And then he was able to do it. You know, it was hard to do, but he was able to do it without taking the whole thing over there apart to get to it, you know. And so that was good. And finally got it fixed, got me out of there. They actually got me out a little bit before 11 a.m. this morning. And I was able to make my delivery around 1 o'clock today. Got unloaded. I'd already, while this was all going on, when they were putting the coolant back in the radiator and everything, I went ahead and called and booked the load. The load I'm here picking up now in Cleveland, going to down to South Georgia. So anyway, I'll go over all the breakdown on the what it costs, the parts, labor, all that different stuff. I'll do that in another video later because I don't have the time right now. I'm fixing to have to wind this one up because at 6:45 p.m. Eastern time, my newest video I just finished editing yesterday. Got it uploaded today, and so it's gonna be, I got it scheduled to come out at 6:45. It's less than 30 minutes, so you have time to watch it and still catch Pale Rider's live feed tonight. Or if somebody goes live in front of Pale Rider, you can go catch them. I haven't heard of anybody going live, so I don't know. I think Pale Rider's the only one I know of right offhand. So all right, so I'm all caught up on comments and everything. Okay. Yeah, see, Jim knows about the group. It's an awesome group, man. If you have any questions about anything, they know. Because every kind of Volvo there is, just about, within reason, somebody on that page either drives it, works on it, or something, you know. So it's it's just a wealth of knowledge on that page. And if you have a Volvo and you don't follow them on Facebook, that's the reason I'm staying on Facebook. If it wasn't for that Volvo Masters group on Facebook, I probably would have deleted my Facebook. But I follow that page religiously, you know, and I keep up with everything. And then if I have a question about the least little thing, I can ask them and somebody knows the answer, you know. So that's really a great page, you know. So right now I'm thinking seriously, you know, just a ballpark figure, I would say since the beginning of this year, I have in maintenance and everything, bumpers, mirrors, all the stuff I've put in this truck this year, from January 1st to right now, I would ballpark it at around close to 10 grand, I think, maybe somewhere in that ballpark, between 8 and 10 for sure. And so that's a lot of money. And you know, there's still a lot of other big major things that could go wrong. Turbo, transmission, rear end. There's just next on my list right now, honestly, is the EGR cooler. It's leaking. You know, they found that the other day when they were working on the motor up there in Jeffersonville. And so I asked some expert Volvo people about it, and they said you're good for a little while longer. Right now, it's not an emergency that you got to get it done. So, there it is. Just uploaded. There it is. Y'all go check that video out as soon as we're done here. Go check it out. And it's a pretty fun video. Me and Duckman playing around in the grass up in Winterville, Georgia, and some other crazy stuff. But what's up, something? You're getting here late to the show. But yeah, that was a fun video. It just took me a while to get it all put together because of everything that's been going on. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go because I know I'm just getting some people in here. Hey Curtis, what's going on, Curtis? And then I saw something. But yeah, we're having some rough times with the truck, you know, and I've made up my mind. I'm not gonna buy a new truck and still owe money on this one. This one has to get paid off first, then we get the new truck. I'm not gonna have two truck payments, and I'm not gonna trade this one in because we're at almost at 1.2 million, 1.12, something like that million. So there's no two truck payments happening. That's not gonna happen. What's up, Snow Lord in the house? So anyway, we get this one paid off this year, and then we'll go from there and see where we're at. And definitely going to be getting a new truck. I'm hoping I'd like to do it in 2022, but we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, I got to get new bushings and kingpins put in the front end because I'm going to be needing new steer tires sometime this year, and I don't want to buy new steer tires until I get the front end replaced and kingpins, bushings, all that stuff, and get a 3-axle alignment done. Then we get the new steer tires, because I don't want to buy new steer tires and have issues or something and then wasting a good set of steer tires. So are you at the house, Jim? I bet you're at the house, aren't you? Because I had an agent text me today and asked me if I knew anybody that could take a load from Columbus, Georgia to Midland, Texas. And I said, well, the two guys that I know are ones that I think is on home time, and the other one I want to say is already in Texas. So I didn't know anybody else off the top of my head that could do it. So you got to get here earlier to the show next time, Snow Lord. You'll probably be doing, well, I say probably. You might be on Pale Riders live feed tonight. I don't know. I didn't think to ask him when he was in here earlier if he was going live tonight. But he probably is. He'll probably go live at 8 p.m. Central Time. 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. So, anyway, I got about 10 minutes. I got to go check in, or less than 10 minutes, so I got to get going. Oh, Mrs. Table shows up right when I'm getting ready to leave. Hey, Darlene. Yep, Pale Rider said he is going live tonight, 8 p.m. Central Time, the real time. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. I got to go run in there, check in. Hopefully it won't take them too long to get me loaded. This place is a cluster of trucks waiting to get loaded, trying to get loaded. And nobody comes and parks and then walks into the shipping office. Everybody goes down there and parks right in front of the door. Nobody wants to get out and walk no more. Anyway, let me know when you get back out, Jim, and everything. We'll try to catch up. All right, so y'all stay safe. Enjoy your weekend. keep an eye on the YouTube notifications, because I'm sure Pale Rider's going live tonight, and there may be somebody goes live before him, because in our group of people, you never know who might go live. Right, Snorlord? You never know. So anyway, thank you everybody for coming in today and joining us and letting me rant a little bit. And everything I talked about, I'm going to put in my next video. Not this one that just released, but the next one after that. And I'm going to break down the numbers if I can, how much I spent and how much, you know, all that kind of stuff, what they did, all the repairs we had done, parts we had to buy, all that different stuff. We'll go over that. So anyway, thank y'all so much for stopping in. Y'all have a great weekend. It's Friday night. I'm going to be working, but I hope you're enjoying yourself. And we will talk to you later. And even though we got to work on another weekend, 2 weekends in a row, we're having to work. We're not going to stop. We're just going to keep punching.